Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel, and in our top stories today, from the Washington Free Beacon, plot twist, ex-FBI agent involved in Trump-Russian probe indicted for violating Russian sanctions. Now, for me personally, I would have worded it, ex-FBI agent involved in fabricated Russian collusion story. Charles McConnell is accused of conspiring to lift sanctions off Russian businessman with ties to Vladimir Putin. A former FBI official involved in the investigation of the Trump campaign's possible ties to Russia was charged Monday for violating sanctions on behalf of a Russian oligarch sanctioned by the U.S. government. It was a fabricated Russian collusion story. Charles McConnell, who led the FBI's counterintelligence divisions in New York, is accused of violating U.S. sanctions on behalf of Oleg Deripaska, a Russian aluminum magnate with close ties to Vladimir Putin. According to prosecutors, McConnell, a former Russian diplomat, conspired to have sanctions removed from Deripaska in 2021. They also investigated another Russian oligarch in return for concealed payments from Deripaska. Their effort was unsuccessful as Deripaska remains under sanctions. McGonigal, who was arrested on Monday, allegedly received $225,000 from a former Russian intelligence officer while he was still employed by the FBI. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know, because here on the BuzWeaver channel, we take the difficult, we take the complicated, we take the chaos, we take the tumult and the absurdity of it all to demonstrate, as we have said, the establishment uniparty, ladies and gentlemen, at this point has so much control over our country that they can just do pretty much whatever they like, and on occasions, they may even prosecute and indict people if they choose to. This is not the way our government is supposed to be. We are of the people, for the people. We are a constitutional republic, and it seems that we have agencies within our government that are kind of operating autonomously, or at least at the direction of the president, or Democrats, or Congress, or members of Congress. And it's very troubling because we can see the contrast here. From the Hill, Department of Justice search of Biden home turned up more classified documents. Lawyer. Now see, straight to the point, not anything exaggerated or sensationalized as they do with Trump, because we already know what they would have said if it were Trump, right? Department of Justice officials found more documents with classified markings at President Biden's Wilmington, Delaware home during a Friday search. The president's personal attorney said in a statement on Saturday, oh, well, how very formal of everything going on here. I don't see any disparaging language or condescension or insults or exaggeration or sensationalizing. Bob Bauer, a personal lawyer for Biden, said in a statement that the Justice Department was given access to the president's home after previous searches in recent weeks have turned up a total of 11 classified documents. DOJ requests that the search not be made public in advance in accordance with its standard procedures, and we agreed to cooperate, Bauer said. As you guys remember, it was on TV, helicopters, police lights, all sorts of activity going on around Mar-a-Lago. The shots were there. Even when, like, for example, when they went and arrested Roger Stone, they were tipped off. CNN was tipped off by the FBI so the camera crew could be right there, right as they arrest Roger Stone. But when it comes to the president, or, of course, the surrogate president, that would be the establishment-appointed uniparty vote by mail and or mail-in ballot harvesting surrogate president, Joe Biden. So, ladies and gentlemen, let this be an illustration. So these two videos, or these two articles, I should say, will go into the BuzWeaver archives so that we can reflect and opine, perhaps even wax eloquently at other times along the journey of the Joe Biden administration, as we can see whether or not they're going to utilize this as leverage against Biden to oust him in some way. But we know, as observers of all this, that the establishment uniparty is essentially flexing its power right now, illustrating that regardless of who is president or who are former presidents, they are in control. They are making sure that whatever they want done is being done at the moment, which is absolutely evident here. Now, I may be a bit biased, or I may be a bit long in the explanation, but nonetheless, guys, we can see that something is going on at the moment with the establishment uniparty in their ways they're approaching a lot of these things to kind of maybe alleviate some of the pressure off of what is currently happening under Trump, because of course they don't want the people to completely react. They don't want the people to completely just blow their lids over what all is going on, because of course we are of the people, for the people. But these are just little release valves that they allow to happen to ensure that things don't get too pressurized. But it is a form of manipulation. It is a form of control, exertion of power, exertion of their strength and might and capabilities. I find it very arrogant. I find it very condescending, particularly the way they try to frame a lot of the language, the way they try to do a lot of things. Now, I'm not saying that the Free Beacon is trying to sensationalize or exaggerate anything here. I'm just simply saying that it's just really troubling to see how this really ties to the manipulation and how they want us to perceive things, as though they tell us what we should know, they tell us what we should believe, they tell us what our opinion should be, and it's just getting out of hands. And that's what I have for you guys today. Of course, obviously this Monday, January the 23rd. Appearing there on the screen, that would be the channel icon for you guys to click on if you're here on the YouTubes. Thank you. We just hit 8,000 over the weekend, and you can select to be notified when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.